Jesse, it's so great to see you.
Great to see you too. Thanks for being with us or with me this evening.
And I think we are so thankful for what eCam has done. As you can see, we're featuring them in our live stream today. They are one of the premier software companies that allow us to produce these great live and recorded sessions. And we're have with us Suniti Ponkshe, who is a really leader in the world of technology. She is probably one of the first chief information officers for a major academic center in this country, and has some, I think, some advice that can really help us during these trying times. So let's listen to what she has to say.
Sounds great. Here's the first clip.
You've led organizations through some really trying times. I've been there with you through a few of those. And what advice do you have for leaders and emerging leaders now as they're trying to deal with this really unprecedented crisis we're dealing with right now?
I don't think anybody has ever dealt with the crisis that we are dealing with right now. This is definitely one of a kind. Um, but the advice I would have is, communicate on timely basis with everybody that's impacted. Be transparent and rely on your team to help you find the solution and execute on it. You cannot do it alone.
That last point for me really resonated. Working as a team and knowing that it's nearly impossible to figure out the solution on your own.
And I think when I reflect back and looking at the time when I worked with Suniti, that was one of the attributes that she had, even when there wasn't a crisis, is that she was really great at communicating. She was very inclusive, and she has this, I'm going to say, it's a calm demeanor that really, it's like she is such a great listener that really resonated with me, thinking back to those times and then also listening to her again, it's this calm, steady voice, which I think is so important right now.
I could definitely sense that watching the interview that you had with her. Well, for our next,
Great. And then,
yeah. Oh, yeah. Go
oh,
ahead, Wendy.
yeah, I want to set us up for our next part of the interview. So,
Yeah.
let me just tell you that one of the things I asked her about is what tools are available today for people in IT. What are the important tools that they have, and what could she share that would really help people think about what's happening now and what's on the horizon.
Yeah. And here's what she has to say to that.
One has to do with the collaboration platforms. Everybody working from home and everybody trying to work again towards a common goal of getting a project done. All these collaboration platforms have kind of stepped up. Whether it's Zoom, whether it's Microsoft Teams, whether it's Google Hangout, I think just having that platform availability wasn't there before. Um, there is also automation of just routine processing. So there is something called robotic process automation or RPA, where the process which are routine processes done by people can now be automated and take away some of that burden. And last but not least, this overall adoption of technology can help the IT leaders, such as cloud computing, machine learning, AI. We are now done the transactional systems, and now we are stepping up to using more digital transformation, not just the technology formation and foundation.
Wendy, it's pretty amazing the way that you have stayed in contact with Suniti over time.
And I think that's one of the things as a leader you learn, even as an emerging leader, is if you can stay in contact with the people that really made a difference in your career and in your life, even just shooting them a message every once in a while, or however on social media you stay connected, those connections really will stay with you for your life. And we have been able to do this, and in fact, after we worked together at Georgetown, there were a couple of times where we did some independent contracts together. So that was really, really fun. And, I really just want to spend just a minute, though, talking about some of the things that she mentioned, because it really dawned on me that we have moved out of this era of having information become more efficient because we're using new transactional systems. But I love that it's, the idea that we're in the process of really ramping up our use of artificial intelligence. And I was laughing when I was speaking with her because one of the software packages that I use to do editing on our videos, it's called Descript, has AI technology, which will allow me to train my voice. So if I want to do an overdub, I can put my new words in my automated voice and add it to the content of what I'm speaking about. It just blows me away. So I just love staying on the forefront, and it's great to hear that Suniti kind of knows what's happening next, and was able to share that with us.
Yeah, and you can really tell that she is at the forefront of knowing where these trends are going. And for the last part of the interview that you conducted with her, you asked her what advice she has, and here's what she has to say.
Suniti, you, like I said earlier, I believe you were one of the first chief information officers in a major healthcare facility in the country, and you've continued having these leadership roles. So do you have any advice for particularly young women who are aspiring to these leadership roles?
I would say, for young women, is that be good at what you do, be honest, and be yourself. I have seen some women in my career where they wanted to succeed in man's world, and to do that, they sort of adapted a different personality and they felt they had to do that to fit in man's world. I didn't follow that, and I don't believe that. I think you have to be yourself, and you can be demanding on yourself and your staff, but don't be over demanding, because there is still a work-life balance that everybody should maintain.
Wendy, for me, what she said right there just totally resonated with me. I want to make an impact at work. I want to do good. I strive to be my authentic self. And I also have a baby, and I want to be here for him. And so work-life balance also matters to me. So what the thought that the sort of the summary that Suniti had totally resonates with me.
I think you're really right on that. And if I remember back when I started my career, you can't even imagine the suits that I wore. I mean, I was just trying to just be something I wasn't really. I mean, I had a tie. I mean, I can't even believe this. And, it was wonderful to be working with someone like Suniti who, was genuine. She was herself. She was always professional, but she did not try to be something she wasn't. And, that was a great lesson for me. So I'm very thankful that I had the opportunity to work with her, and hopefully in the future I'll be able to work with her again. Glad we were able to share her with our audience.
Yeah, me too. And for those who want to learn more about her work, we're going to go to a slide or a scene in which I'm trying to share with you. There's her contact information. For those who are interested in reaching out to her. And just want to say thanks again to Suniti and Wendy for taking the time to have this interview. And for those who want to learn more about Leadership Lessons Live and what Wendy and I are up to, we have a YouTube channel, so subscribe to it. We love to interview diverse leaders who are interested in sharing their knowledge and their skills. And as Wendy said, we use eCam to help us make us look great, and then also to help make our leaders look great. So thanks to eCam for just helping us to produce this awesome show. And Wendy, I hope you have a great evening, and thanks for taking the time tonight.
All righty. Talk to you soon.
Talk to you later. Bye.